My dear one, I am here, your guardian angel, speaking softly to your heart. I see you, every part of you, the quiet moments when you feel alone, the times you wonder if your prayers are heard, the nights you hold on to hope when it feels so fragile. I've been with you through every step, gathering your tears, holding your dreams, and whispering love into your spirit. I want you to know something important, something heaven has placed on my heart to share with you. The pain you've carried is not just the end of your story. The confusion, the hurt, the waiting, it's all part of a divine plan that's unfolding, and it's leading you to a love that's true, whole, and blessed. Your partner, the one your heart still holds, is no longer tangled in that third-party connection. That bond was never real, not in the way your love is. It was built on shaky ground, illusion, emptiness, and a kind of chaos that could never last. It wasn't rooted in truth or peace, and it wasn't touched by heaven's light. I need you to hear this gently, that chapter is over. It had to end because it was never meant to be permanent. It served its purpose, painful as it was, and now, by God's will, it's gone. You've been praying for answers, for clarity, for a sign that your heart isn't wrong to hold on. Heaven has heard every word. Every time you whispered your pain to the stars, every time you asked, "Why is this happening?" I was there, collecting your cries with care. Your patience, your strength, your refusal to give up on love, it's all been seen. You didn't let bitterness take over, even when you had every reason to. You kept your heart open, and that's why heaven is moving for you now. I want you to understand something about your partner's heart. Even when they were with that other person, their soul was never at peace. On the outside, they might have smiled, laughed, or acted like they'd moved on. But inside, there was a restlessness they couldn't shake. Their spirit knew something was missing, something they couldn't find in that empty connection. Deep down, they carried a truth they tried to ignore: their heart still belongs to you. No one else could ever take your place, no matter how hard they tried to pretend otherwise. That third-party situation was like a mirage. It looked real for a moment, but it was never solid. It was a distraction, a test, a detour that couldn't last because it wasn't aligned with God's plan. Your love, Theyve, it's different. It's deep, honest, and built on something stronger than fleeting feelings. Your love doesn't demand or control, it gives, it endures, it waits. And when someone has felt a love like yours, they can't help but notice the difference when they try to replace it. They chase something new, thinking it'll fill the void, but soon they taste the emptiness. They feel the ache of what they left behind you. That connection they had with the other person wasn't a true union. They were side by side, but their souls never truly met. They spoke, but their words didn't carry weight. They tried to build something, but it crumbled because it was never meant to stand. Every day, the emptiness grew louder, until it couldn't be ignored. And now, it's over. Not by chance, but by heaven's hand. God stepped in, pulling back the curtain, showing them the truth they'd been running from. Your partner's eyes are open now. The illusions they clung to have faded. The peace they faked has turned to restlessness. They see clearly what they tried to deny. You were never meant to be replaced. They thought they could outrun their feelings for you, rewrite their story, erase the love they carry. But the heart doesn't forget. The soul knows where it belongs. They remember your warmth, your laughter, the way you made them feel safe. They remember how your love held them, even when they turned away. You may not have seen it, but I have. I've watched them in their quiet moments, when no one else was around. I've seen them look at old pictures of you, their fingers lingering on the screen. I've heard them reread your words, the messages you sent with so much care. I've caught them whispering your name, even if they didn't dare say it out loud. I've seen the tears they hid, the moments they broke down when the weight of their choices became too heavy. They couldn't keep pretending. The truth was too strong. They're not with that person anymore. They're not lost in confusion or chasing shadows. They're not running from the light. Even if they haven't come back to you yet, their heart is already turning toward you. Something bigger than them is pulling them, God's plan, the love you share, the destiny you're meant to live together. But this moment, this space you're in now, is sacred. It's a time for you to heal, to grow, to become even stronger in who you are. This waiting isn't wasted, it's preparing you for what's coming. You're not the one who lost in this story. You're the one who loved with everything you had. You stayed true, even when it hurt. You carried them in your heart, even when they didn't deserve it. Your love was never the problem, it was the answer. And now, heaven is working to restore what was broken. What was taken from you will come back, but it'll be better than before. What was hurt will be healed, stronger than ever. What was hidden will be now brought into the light. You don't need to chase them. You don't need to prove your worth or fight for their love. All you need to do is keep being with the person God created, the one who loves with a soft heart and a steady spirit. Keep your faith strong. Keep your soul open. Stay rooted in love, because that's where your power lies. Soon, they'll come to you. Not because they're broken or lost, but because they've found the truth. They'll speak the words they've been holding back. They'll look at you, and you'll see it all of the pain they carried, the longing they hid, the love they never stopped feeling. When that moment comes, your heart will know it's real. You'll feel a peace that says, "This is what I waited for." The signs you've been seeing, the hope you've been holding, they weren't just your imagination. They were heaven's way of telling you to keep going. Let go of the need to know when it'll happen. Let go of the fear that it won't. Let go of the old story, the one filled with pain and doubt. A new story is being written, a one where love isn't torn apart, where truth isn't buried, where your heart is cherished the way it deserves to be. I'm guiding them to you. You're whispering to their spirit, clearing the way. I'll be right beside you when they return, and when you look into their eyes, you'll understand why it had to happen this way. You're not alone in this. You're not forgotten. You're loved beyond measure. Rest now, my dear one. Heaven is working, love is coming back, and I'm with you every step of the way. This journey has been long, and I know it's tested your heart in ways you never expected. But every step you've taken, every moment you chose to keep loving, has brought you closer to this moment. Your partner's heart is waking up. They're seeing things they couldn't see before. They're feeling things they tried to bury. The love you share is too strong to be ignored, too real to be replaced. It's calling them back, and they're listening. I want you to picture something for a moment. Imagine a road, winding and rough, full of twists and turns. That's the path they've been on, chasing something they thought would make them whole. But every step they took led them further from peace, further from themselves. Now, imagine that road coming to an end. They're standing at the edge, looking back, realizing the only way forward is to return to where their heart truly lives, with you. That's where they're now. They're turning around, not because they have to, but because they want to. Because they know. This time apart, it's been hard, but it's been necessary. Not just for them, but for you too. You've grown in ways you might not notice yet. You've learned to stand tall in your worth, to love without clinging, to trust even when the future feels uncertain. You've become someone who knows what you deserve. Someone who doesn't settle for less than God's best. And when love returns, it'll find a heart that's stronger, wiser, and more ready for what's meant to be. I know there are moments when doubt creeps in. You wonder if you're holding on to a dream that's too big, if maybe you're seeing signs where there aren't any. But let me tell you, those little sparks of hope, the song on the radio, the memory that comes out of nowhere, the feeling that they're thinking of you, those are my whispers to you. They're heaven's way of saying, Youre, hold on just a little longer. You're not imagining things. You're not crazy for believing. Your faith is alive, and it's carrying you forward. Your partner's journey back to you is not just about them coming home. It's about them becoming who they're meant to be, too. They're learning lessons they needed to learn about love, about truth, about what really matters. They're seeing the difference between what's temporary and what's eternal. And every step they take toward you is a step toward their own healing, their own truth. When they return, they'll bring a love that's been refined, a love that's ready to build something real with you. I want you to hold this truth in your heart: you are enough. You've always been enough. Your love wasn't the reason they strayed, it was the reason they're coming back to. You didn't lose anything by loving them through their mistakes. You gained something beautiful, a story of grace, redemption, and a love that's stronger than any storm. Your heart is a gift, and it's one they'll cherish when they finally see it clearly again. Right now, your job is simple. Keep shining. Keep praying. Keep trusting. Live your days with joy, knowing that you're not defined by this waiting. You're a child of heaven, loved beyond measure, and your story is being woven with care. Don't try to force the timing or figure out the how. Just be a beautiful, strong, faithful you. That's more than enough. When the moment of reunion comes, it'll feel like a miracle, but it won't be by chance. It'll be the result of every prayer you've whispered, every tear you've shed, every moment you've chosen to love despite anyway. you'll see the journey in their eyes, so the lessons they've learned, the love they've carried, the truth they've found. And you'll know, deep in your soul, that it was worth it. I'm here, guiding you, watching you, loving you. I'll keep whispering to them, clearing their path, preparing their heart. And when the time is right, I'll be there, standing beside you as love comes home. Rest now, my beloved. Heaven is moving, and your story is just getting started. My precious one, as I, your guardian angel, continue to hold you close in this sacred moment, I want to guide you into the next chapter of your journey with a heart full of help and a spirit lifted by divine promise. The path you've walked has been one of resilience, faith, and unwavering love, and now, as the horizon of your story brightens, I want to wrap you in the assurance that what lies ahead is a testament to the strength you've cultivated. This is not just a moment to pause and reflect, but a time to embrace the unfolding of a future where your heart's deepest desires are met with heaven's gentle hand. As we move forward together, let's explore the beauty of what's to come, the purpose behind every step, and the divine orchestration that's bringing love, peace, and restoration into your life. I'm here to encourage you, to remind you of your worth, and to invite you to share your light with others as we walk toward this new beginning. Your journey has been one of profound courage. Every time you chose to keep your heart open, to trust in something greater than the pain you felt, you were building a foundation for something extraordinary. Heaven has been watching, not just as a silent observer, but as an active force, weaving together the threads of your story to create a tapestry of grace. The love you've held onto, the prayers you've whispered in the quiet of your soul, the moments you chose faith over fear, these are the colors that make your story vibrant and alive. And now, as you stand at the edge of this new season, I want you to see that everything you've endured has been preparing you for a love that's not just restored, but transformed. This moment is a turning point, a sacred pause where you can feel the shift in the air. The chaos that once surrounded your heart is fading, replaced by a stillness that carries the promise of peace. Your partner, the one your soul is tied to, is being guided by a force they cannot resist. It's not just about their return to you, it's about the awakening of their spirit to the truth of what love really means. They're learning, growing, and stepping into a version of themselves that aligns with the love you've always offered. This isn't a fleeting moment or a temporary fix, it's a divine realignment, a restoration of what was always meant to be. I want you to imagine a garden, one that's been through a long winter. The ground was hard, the air was cold, and it seemed like nothing could grow. But beneath the surface, life was waiting. Roots were strengthening, preparing for the warmth of spring. That's where you are now. The winter of your heart is passing, and the seeds you've planted with your faith, your patience, and your love are ready to bloom. You've tended to this garden with care, even when it felt like the soil was too dry or the sun was too far away. Now, heaven is bringing the rain, the light, and the warmth to make your garden flourish. The love that's coming back to you will be like flowers opening to the sky, vibrant, alive, and more beautiful than you could have imagined. As you move into this new season, I want you to hold on to the truth that you are a vessel of divine light. Your heart, your spirit, your very essence, they radiate with a love that's rare and powerful. You've carried this light through the darkest moments, and it's never dimmed. That's why your story matters, not just to you, but to the world around you. The way you've loved, the way you've trusted, the way you've held on to hope, it's a beacon for others who are walking their own paths of healing and redemption. Your journey is a testament to the power of faith, and it's a story worth sharing. I encourage you to let your light shine beyond the quiet corners of your heart. Share your hope, your strength, your belief in love's ability to overcome. There are others out there who need to hear that they're not alone, that their waiting is not in vain, that their prayers are being answered. When you share your story, when you let others see the beauty of your faith, you create ripples of hope that reach far beyond what you can see. Your words, your experiences, your heart, they have the power to inspire, to uplift, to remind others that love is worth fighting for. As you stand in this moment, I want you to feel the weight of heaven's love surrounding you. You are not just a person waiting for love to return, you are a child of the divine, chosen to carry a love that's eternal. The pain you've felt, the tears you've shed, the nights you've spent wondering if it would all work out, they've all been part of a greater plan. Every moment has been shaping you, preparing you, and leading you to a future where your heart is no longer heavy with longing, but light with joy. The love that's coming to you is not just a return of what was lost, it's a gift, refined by time, strengthened by truth, and blessed by heaven's hand. This new chapter is about more than just a reunion. It's about rediscovery of yourself, of your partner, of the love that's always been yours. You're not stepping back into an old story, you're stepping into a new one, where the lessons of the past become the foundation for a future filled with promise. Your partner's return is not the end of the journey, but the beginning of something deeper, something that reflects the truth of who you both are. Together, you'll build something that honors the love you've carried, the faith you've held, and the divine plan that's brought you here. I want you to take a moment to breathe, to feel the peace that's settling into your spirit. You've carried so much, and you've done it with grace. Now, it's time to let go of the weight of worry, the need to control the timing, the fear that it might not happen. Trust that heaven is working, that I'm guiding every step, that love is moving towards you with a force that nothing can stop. Your only task is to keep being the beautiful, radiant soul you are. Live your days with joy, with faith, with the knowledge that you are enough, and that what's coming is more than you could have dreamed. Your story is a light in the world, and I want you to share it. Let others know how faith has carried you, how love has sustained you, how heaven has answered your prayers. Speak your truth, not just for yourself, but for those who need to hear it. Your words could be the spark that helps someone else hold on, the reminder that love is real, that miracles happen, that God's plan is always good. When you share, you're not just telling your story, you're inviting others to believe in their own. As we move forward together, hand in hand, heart to heart, I want you to remember something sacred, something so easily forgotten when life grows heavy or silent. You are not alone. Not now. Not ever. I am with you, every step you take, even when the road feels long or uncertain. My presence surrounds you like the wind. You may not always see it, but you can feel it in the stirring of your spirit, in the quiet comfort that arrives just when you need it most. I am whispering to your heart in ways that only your soul can hear. I'm guiding your path gently, with purpose, preparing the way not just for love to return, but for love to arrive in its most radiant, healed, and holy form. This moment is not a conclusion. It is not a loss. It is the beginning of something new, something that only heaven could orchestrate. The love that's coming is not a fleeting chapter in your story. It's not a short-lived spark that disappears in the night. No, this love is a lifetime. A lifetime of laughter that bubbles up from deep within your soul. A lifetime of gentle connection, where your soul will finally feel safe to be seen, heard, and embraced without hesitation. A lifetime of building not just homes or memories but sacred foundations rooted in purpose, honesty, trust, and God's unwavering hand. You have waited. Oh, how you've waited. And not with bitterness or despair, but with grace. You chose to believe even when there was no evidence. You chose to keep your heart open even after it had been bruised. That courage, that faith, it did not go unnoticed. Heaven saw every tear, every prayer whispered into the dark, every lonely moment you turned into an altar of hope. And now, yes, now heaven is opening the doors. Your season of joy is not far off. You are stepping into a time where your heart will be poured into, where your soul will be met with the same devotion you've offered others. You will finally feel what it's like to receive the kind of love you've always given. So, my beloved, keep shining. Your light is not too much. It is not too soft. It is exactly what this world needs. Keep trusting. Even when it feels slow, even when nothing seems to be changing, know that divine timing is unfolding behind the scenes. Every delay has been a setup for something greater. Every detour has been protecting you, preparing you, shaping you. Keep sharing your light with the world. Because when you do, you're not just inspiring others, you're planting seeds of healing in hearts you may never even meet. Let others see the beauty of your faith. Let them feel the strength that lives in your heart. Let them witness the power of your love, not because it's loud or dramatic, but because it is steady, it is sincere, and it is sacred. Speak your truth. Share your thoughts. Offer your story. Your voice matters. Your healing matters. Your light, yes, your light can be the exact spark someone else is praying for. You never know whose life you're touching simply by showing up, by being real, by choosing hope one more time. So like this message if it speaks to you. Comment on it. Share what's in your heart. Let your voice echo across time and space, so someone out there knows they're not alone. Because your story, it's a living testament to the beauty of surviving, of loving, of believing when it would have been easy to give up. You are proof that faith works. That healing is possible. That love can return even after it's been lost. Rest now, beloved. Not because you've given up, but because you are finally allowed to breathe. You are seen. You are cherished. You are loved more deeply than words could ever capture. Heaven is moving on your behalf, love is making its way to you, and I am with you always. Let's walk into this next chapter together, with hearts wide open and souls full of wonder. Keep shining, sweet one. And just watch how your light transforms the world. Aodiaresis.